What is up, guys? So, welcome to episode 1 of a new series I'm going to name If the Shoe Fits. There it is. Anyway, guys, so just wanted to do this series because recently I've been taking a big time break of statue and figure collecting for various reasons. I'll make another video about that. And I've kind of been focusing on different things. One of those is I've been purchasing sneakers. And you may wonder to yourself, what does sneakers have to do with statue, figure collecting, etc., etc.? Well, in my opinion, it actually has a lot to do. I mean, just take a look at, our pop culture. Sneakers has always been involved. I mean, one of the biggest things when you think of sneakers, you think of Jordan. So obviously Jordan, what do you think about? Space Jam. How can you not think about that? So that's just one connection. But again, this channel is about collecting not only figures, but just a variety of things that I like to collect. And the whole thing with sneakers, believe me, I am not by any means or any shape a sneakerhead. I'm not going to have a room of sneakers like you see with other people. I'm not going to be testing the performance of the sneaker. Yes, it's going to be the sneaker, the aesthetics, the style, the comfort, etc. But my test, because I see a lot of people testing the sneakers as far as mostly basketball, sports related, anything like that. What I'm going to be doing is actually going to the club. And if you've been seeing my previous videos, I've been hitting the club a lot. It's actually something I've been doing a lot recently. And actually my entire life. Just recently I've been documenting it, videotaping it, etc. just for my cosplay. And that's another thing. Even though my primary focus for If the Shoe Fits is going to be sneakers, doesn't necessarily mean that's all it's going to be. Because obviously when I do my Joker cosplay, I'm wearing some Stacy's. But enough of that, let me tell you why I'm doing this. So the way this started was years ago, there was a sneaker called the Diamond Turf 2. For those of you who are familiar with it, it's by a player, Deion Sanders. He was basically Iron Man. He played Iron Man football. If you don't know what that is, he played offense and defense. He also played baseball. And there were some seasons where he would play both at the same time. So as soon as he was done with one game, he would fly out to go play a different game. That was Deion Sanders. So he came out with the Diamond Turf 2 back in '94, the original release date. I didn't get them until 2012 when they had the retro releases. I bought 3 pairs. Now, the 3 pairs that I bought were the red ones, the black ones, and the white ones. And I wore those religiously every freaking weekend. My cameraman, Matthew, he can testify. He would see me wearing them. Ain't that right, Matthew? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when they collapsed, and let me show you how. So let me show you the red ones because they were the first ones that freaking collapsed on me. Here they are. You can see they're all freaking beat up, trash to hell. Because again, I bought them in 2012. We're now in 2026. I wore the hell out of them, as you can see. So the fact that they gave me 14 years? Yeah, 14 years. Tells you that it was a pretty damn good shoe when I was wearing them every freaking weekend. So this one is still intact, but it has a lot of scuffs and everything. Again, I would take these to the club and dance. The leather's all brittle, broken. But when I was walking one day, let's see, we're here. Look at that. The whole freaking bottom of the shoe freaking popped off. And I was like, what the heck? I was so freaking heartbroken when this happened. Because obviously I love these shoes and I wore them to hell. Okay, so these are the Diamond Turf 2s. So, like I said, I bought the red ones, the black ones, and the white ones. Very next weekend, I wear the white ones. Here they are. Well, these are the white ones. Kind of look the same. Basically, kind of the same color concept, except they just switched them. So these are the white ones. Okay. You can tell I wore them to hell. But again, I just love these freaking shoes. So the very next weekend, this freaking happens. So I could be bitter and just freaking glue them back together, but I don't want to do that, guys, because I'm just thinking, what if I'm out and about and the glue just wears out or whatever, or the adhesive? Real embarrassing if especially I'm at the club. But anyway, so these two, obviously you can see. Now my last pair, the white ones, and these are the black ones. These are still good, okay? But the fact that these already wore out on me, I'm just like, are these gonna wear out on me anytime soon? I don't know. So after 14 years, these two gave out on me, and thank God that they decided to do a re-release. So yes, guys, they are re-releasing the Diamond Turfs. Now I did buy the red ones, and I'll do a review on them too. The biggest difference off the top of my head, guys, is that right here you can see where it says Diamond Turf 2, Nike Diamond Turf 2. The new ones just have number 21, so Deion Sanders' jersey number. So that's going to be the biggest giveaway. So these are pretty much done, trash, going to go in the trash. These two. Now, they haven't came out with a re-release of these. I really hope they do, because I really love how this looks, the black and white look. So I'll hold on to these just in case they don't, and I might go the cheap route and just glue this thing together, but the red ones are definitely going to get tossed. These are still good. There's nothing wrong with them, but again, I'm expecting that they're going to give out on me. So again, if they come out with a re-release of these as well, I will definitely be picking those up. So when I decided to get the sneakers, my wife said, hey, you know what? You've had those shoes for 14 years. You wear them every freaking weekend. So how about you just get yourself multiple pairs of shoes? And I've been kind of struggling with the whole hitting the brakes on collecting, guys, just because biggest reason, the cost of the statues is just absolutely ridiculous. Next, the statue room is full. Do I really need more statues? No, not really. And 3, just the price of everything going up. So it's like, I have less money to spend on statues, but now statues are more expensive on top of everything else. So I've kind of really hit the brakes on collecting. Don't get me wrong, I still have tons of stuff that I need to review. So she goes, why not just start getting some shoes, getting some sneakers? Because the thing is, yes, you love your statues and whatever the case may be, but they're only for you and you only enjoy them when we're at home. Whereas clothing, sneakers, and all that, you get to actually show that off. And I was like, you know what? You got a good point there. So, bam! Started collecting a lot of sneakers recently, guys. I'll go into details with every one, but in a nutshell, I don't really care about brand rarity or whatever. To me, it's more of like, if I like the shoe, I like the shoe. I don't care if it's mass produced or limited quantity or cheap as hell. One quick example, and I'll be doing a review on it too, is I call these Old Faithful. These are and ones from Walmart, guys. Again, we had a technical interruption. New camera, whatever. Anyway, I call these Old Faithful. I know they look like crap. Believe me, I have a brand new pair of these. The reason why I call these Old Faithful, guys, is because I use these shoes for everything. The gym, yard work, housework, working on my car, everything. I've had them for about a good 3, maybe 4 years, and they have withstood the test of time. I'm not delicate with them. I treat them like crap. But yeah, I mean, they've lasted and I absolutely love them, which is why I bought the second pair, brand new. I'll do a review on those. You may wonder where I got the name, if the shoe fits. Obvious reasons, but funny story, when I took vacation in Cabo, actually this past year, we got there way early before check-in time, and we were forced to wait until check-in time, which was hours. Went outside, enjoyed the weather resort, but obviously we're traveling from here to Cabo, very tiring. So decided, dozed off, didn't have a pillow or anything. So what did I do? I got my friggin' shoe and I used it as a pillow. You don't believe me? Here's a picture right here. Yeah, that's me snoozing on a beachside property with the shoe. And I labeled that post, if the shoe fits. So I figured, hey, why the heck not? I found it hilarious. I found it funny. Just having a good time. But yeah, guys, so I have a stack here of shoes that I have acquired recently. I'm not going to show you what they are, but just there's one. There's two. And there's three. Now there's more, but you're gonna have to wait for that. Now, with the shoe, if the shoe fits, we're gonna be reviewing the aesthetics, the feel, the quality, and finally ended with field tests at the club. Yes, we'll be sporting the shoes, whatever, with an outfit, because going back to what I said in the beginning of the video, what do shoes have to do with collecting? Well, I use a lot of graphic tees when I hit the club, guys. Obviously, that's what I'm into, right? You may be thinking, what kind of club is this? But I'll tell you this, where I go industry, they welcome anybody and everybody. And that's what I love about it. But I'll be testing the shoes out, give you my honest review, feedback, how they feel, and my overall thoughts about it. We'll start off the day with here doing the review, and then we'll do field tests. But anyway, guys, I just want to let you know that I'll be starting this new series, If the Shoe Fits. Let me know what you guys think about it. And hey, if you are actually a sneakerhead and have a collection of sneakers like I have a collection of figures and statues, let me know. We'll do it. We'll do a room tour of your sneaker collection. Again, guys, I'm just branching out, doing different things. I said, what the heck? Why not? Don't have to be tied down. This is my channel. So that's what we're going to be doing. But as always, collect what makes you happy.